Okay, today we'll be looking at the new format for Year 4 and Year 6 English. We call it UASA English new format. So altogether, there are 7 parts. Part 1 is 5 marks. All these are multiple choices. And part 2, 4 marks, grammar, has to do with the questions related to grammar. Something like linkers, tenses, articles, etc. And part 3 are 5 marks also, is 5 marks. These are comprehension, the reading part. And part 4 is 6 marks. Is matching A, B, C, etc. Part 5 is 5 marks. So meaning you guess the word. Question provides only the first letter. For example, like P, and then you have to guess the remaining letters. Okay, let's look at the other part. Now, as for the writing part, part 6, it's 10 marks. So in the past, the writing, they have more words, 50 to 80 words. Now it's reduced to 30 to 50 words. Now those genre will be email, informal letter, short message. 2 pointers will be given. Now part 7 will be 15 marks. A stimulus is given, 60 to 80 words. Last time is 80 to 100 words. What type of essay they will be writing? Email and other writing genres, not yet confirmed. All right, so let's look at each part in detail. All right, part 1 will be the multiple choice. These are the questions example. Okay, you read a short text and then choose the answer out of 3. Part 2 will be related to grammar. There will be a text and with some gaps, and you also will be choosing one of the options given. So part 2 will be related to those linkers or those tenses, articles, different parts of speech. And part 3 will be a text, a reading text. Now for year 4 will be shorter than year 5 and year 6. And also there will be multiple choices. They will select one answer out of 3. Part 4 will be given a few short texts and with the criteria A, B, C, and student will read the questions and then try to identify this sentence, this statement is referring to which text. So it's like a matching. So they will match the short text with the statement given. Part 5 will be guessing the words. There will be definitions given, and the first letter will be given as well. Students have to guess what word is this. As for part 6, year 4 to year 6, the formats are the same. Questions given, part 6, question will be given and 2 pointers will be given. For example, your classmate John borrowed a dictionary from you last month. You need the dictionary back. Write a letter to John. In your letter, explain 2 reasons why you need your dictionary back. Say how John could return you mail or meat. Write about 30 to 50 words. Write your letter below. So this one is an informal letter. They will ask you to write these 2 pointers. You have to elaborate the 2 pointers. This is the sample given. So this is called informal letter. This is the address and the date and salutation, the content, and also the sign off. All right, so this one is informal letter. As for part 7, year 4, there will be a stimulus given and also information given for students to write about. Now, this one is the email. It says that write an email. So this is the email format. To, from, and dear and the content itself, and the sign off. This is the email format. All right. Now, for part 6, year 5 to 6, the writing is longer and vocabulary is upgraded, which means you use a higher level of vocab. Now look at the sample here. The sample comparatively, the sample is slightly longer than year 4 students' written work. And also there are some vocabs used here, like book fair, enjoy, remember, discount, stationaries, all this. Now look at the another part. Part 7, year 5 to 6. Lesser information provided. Your writing is longer and vocab is a higher level. Look at these questions compared to year 4. Part 7, year 5 to 6. They have lesser information given. Now this one is email writing also. So lesser information given. So the content, the wordings, the words will be more than the year 4 students' work. And also vocab will be at a higher level. For example, like charities, sales, raise fund, exciting games, etc. All right. So these are the different parts of UASA English format for year 4 to year 6. Now, as personally, for my personal reflections, compared to elementary and this secondary school, I think for secondary school, 2 years ago, they already upgraded to CFR format. So now they are catching up as well. Now, for me, I think the elementary, as they transit to this UASA format, the new format seems to be easier than the past. In the past, we have story to write for the lower form, the elementary schools. Now, does it mean that it's obsolete? Does it mean that it's no use at all? Actually, in the past, it's harder. The task is harder for students to handle. But actually, they are very necessary. Actually, it's a needed skills to learn. Now, the past practice, the old format, is able to prepare students for higher challenge. However, with the new format, I think it seems harder for students to be ready for the secondary school writing as the number of words are lesser too. Now, let's look at the secondary school essays. From 1 to 3, writing. Part 1 is email short message, about 80 words. So this one they can handle. Part 2, they have narrative, meaning story writing, procedure, descriptive essay, expository essay, and opinion essay. So the number of words is 125 to 150 words. As for Form 4 and 5 writing, they have part 1 is email and short message as well, 80 words. Part 2 is opinion essay, which is a guided essay. 3 pointers will be given, 125 to 150 words. Part 3 will be narrative, that means story. Article, argumentative essay, meaning opinion essay. Report, review, 250 words. So by looking at this, which means right now, when they shift to UASA format, it seems harder for students to be able to tackle the story writing if story skill writing is not properly trained. So I think for the new format, student will be, it's much easier for student, I will say. But then student will still need to learn how to write story, tell story, and also emphasize on other language skill. That's all for my sharing today. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.